go to room 1.
Code is 996. 5 rooms. If there's 9 here, just 1. 2.
Yo. Yo. Hello?
Stop.
Excuse me?
Go away.
Why? Why? Hello?
Go away.
Man, I'm trying to talk, man. What's going on? What you mean, what? What, you ain't feeling my vibe? You ain't feeling my voice or something? What's up?
Shut up, fat boy.
What you, okay, number 1, I ain't that fat. Number 2, I don't sound like that. What you talking about?
Yes, you do.
Okay, I don't hear it, man. I'm clearly speaking English. I'm not speaking blah, 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 like no cartoon.
Your tone deaf.
Okay. I'm gonna try to sound more mature. Is that better? Hello?
Hey, y'all, this is Jennifer. What y'all doing in here?
Okay, so the moment I sound mature, you respond. You respond positively, okay?
Tranny alert, tranny alert. Sound the alarm. Tranny alert, tranny alert.
Man, come on, man. Y'all ain't gotta freaking argue. What you talking about?
I got a 5. Black owned line. Go on a line that's owned by black. No, baby, I don't know. No, you on the wrong line. Living in
Normal behavior. Normal.
22. 4.
Hello?
Wednesday.
Hello?
Yeah, 24. Okay.
Whoops, wrong. Hello? Yo, does anyone hear me? Does anyone hear me? Hello?
Okay. I need to use this because the car is mad.
6.
Too many gay dudes.
Okay, 4. What I want to do, what I want to do.
Hello?
When you say that's what you want to do with a passion, meaning you want to turn it into a profession, or?
Yeah. But I can't talk about that on here because that's something that I have to, that's my secret.
It's a shame these times you got to affect society. Hold on, baby. Black men are infecting, they infecting the black women. These men are infecting black women with AIDS, and these women got kids with AIDS. Well, you gotta go clean your room up.
I mean, well, they choose to have sex with those dudes. Don't make it seem like nobody is targeting these women.
It's a shame what they doing.
But it's a shame when they open their legs to everybody when they get high and drunk.
You have a wife at home. Lord Jesus.
I would like to welcome everybody into the world of the party line. If you do not know what the party line is, you do not need to know. Trust me, man. It's very bad on there. It is worse than being in the hood. I'm talking about the worst of the worst type of people is always getting on there 24/7. You never know what you're gonna run into. For the new people out there, I'm gonna go ahead and give you some stories about my time on the party line. I have written a novel and actually finished chapter 1. So after this video, you're gonna hear an exclusive chapter 1. I haven't finished it all the way. Breakdown of the party line. It's like a novel. It's a fictional story, but it's based on real events about a boy who got exposed to the party line and ended up running into all types of local things on there that he didn't expect that existed in life. Just like the real party line. So, let me go ahead and get right into it. You feel me? Let me tell you a story about my homeboy right now. I, in fact, was the one who exposed my homeboy to the party line. I'm not going to give out his name or any identifying information about him because I'm not cool with him anymore and I don't want him to come over here and try to split my wig. He was in the Air Force back in the day. He was insane crazy. He used to do stuff like, let's say he would pick up a few hood rats in the neighborhood, right? And we would ride out to the suburb where his family lived, right? And he would go 200 miles on a highway. They screaming for him to slow down, talking about that we're going to get killed. He also used to drive his car really fast towards the median divider that supports the train tracks. And he would turn like right at the last second just to scare us. And he also used to play Russian roulette with me. He had a revolver. He would put a bullet inside, spin it, point it at me, and click. And I'm like, come on, man, stop playing, because, dude, you gonna mess around, make a mistake, and shoot me. And he had the attitude like, I don't care, man. And I wanted to get away from this dude, but I just couldn't seem to get away from this dude, because unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, you know, I'm a cool dude and whatever. I'm inviting to some people. I'm not anymore. In the hood, people take that as weakness, and they prey on it. So he would just show up at my house and wait outside for me to come out. And I'll tell him like, hey man, I don't want to come out. And we would be on the phone for like 20 minutes debating. He would be giving me reasons why I should come out, and I'd be rebuttaling with reasons that I shouldn't come out. Tell him like, hey man, I haven't taken a bath, I stink. It's okay, man, you can hurry up and come out. Oh man, I'm sitting here watching Real Chance of Love. Hey man, come on out. Sometimes I would just give in and go outside to meet him. Hop in the car. And every time I would do this, I would always end up in an unfortunate position of some kind. Like, a couple of hours later, there'd be 4 people in the car, and he got a freaking gun in the car. If the police pulled us over for any reason, that we were gonna go to jail, all of us. 4 young dudes inside a car on a main strip like this, no, it's not gonna happen. In this neighborhood, not gonna happen. I mean, he would pay for sex 6 ways to Sunday. You understand? And sometimes I would be along for the ride, because he always felt comfortable bringing me around. I would never get no booty, you understand? But he would always bring me around just to have some entertainment or feel comfortable. He didn't feel like, you know, feel safe going to certain areas by himself. He always wanted somebody with him. So of course I was the send-off man who just went along right with it. Remember one time he was on the party line talking with a female, and she sounded very sexy. He was like, yeah, we finna meet up. So the girl was over the phone telling him like, yeah, I'm a red bone. Now keep in mind, man, I'm not the brightest light bulb in the room, right? But people on the party line are dumb beyond belief. I was just reading an ebook. I was reading the ebook out loud. She was like, where you reading that from? I was like, I'm reading it on Kindle. She was like, Kindle? That's a tablet. I'm like, no, I'm reading it on Kindle on my computer. She was like, you're lying. Kindle is a tablet. I'm like, what are you talking about? Kindle is an app. You can download on your phone, on your computer. And I mean, she was just adamant about telling me that Kindle was a freaking tablet. And I'm rebuttaling, telling her that no, man, it's an app that you can read on your computer out loud. I was reading off the chapter. She was like, go to the conclusion and read that. I read the conclusion. Go to the chapters and read that. I read the chapter, read the table of contents. I'm reading that. See, people on the party line, they never believe anything you say because they're so used to getting lied to. So they automatically assume out there in the phone world is lying to them. This is what they believe. And they themselves are liars 90% of the time too. So I said that to say this. The girl was like, I'm a red bone. My friend was like, ooh, a red bone, because he loved light-skinned girls. He absolutely fell in love with this girl. Red bone, man, come on, man, let's do this. Of course, he wanted me to come with him. So we go over there, right? Late at night. She was like, yeah, there's a bunch of guys outside in front of the building playing dice. So if you don't feel comfortable going in front, you could come in the back. So he drives to the back, creep in the back. Keep in mind, it's like on a Friday or Saturday night. And my rules for being in the street is no Friday or Saturday nights, because those are the worst times to be outside. He drive in an alley. Wait here. Now, my friend have told me a little bit about his sexual escapades in the past. And, you know, we basically came to the conclusion that he's a 10-minute man. He's going to be in there for 10 minutes, tops. Now, what's funny is that while we was driving down the main street, I saw a female who had red hair, and she looked very relaxed and was swaying left to right, going to the corner store. And I made a joke like, it would be funny if that was the girl. She was dark-skinned, but she had red hair. Goes to the alley. I'm waiting in the car. He leaves the keys with me and go inside her house. About 5 minutes, he comes back. And I was like, dang, that's kind of quick. He get back into the car, was like, man, you know that girl you saw earlier? That was her. Dark-skinned female with red hair. He was pissed. And it was a big coincidence that I saw this. But see, that's the thing about the party line, as I was explaining earlier. People on there are not the brightest Crayolas in the crayon box. You understand? She thought red bone meant red hair. Red bone means light skin. She was a pay-to-play girl, so she was trying to get money and hoping that the dude would come by and give her some money. See, when people on the party line sends you off, they be hoping that you will accept them for them. It's that whole catfish thing. See, back in the day, people was catfishing on the party line, I mean, a long time. They'll pretend to be somebody else, send you a picture that's not theirs, and hopefully if you come over, you would just like them. That's the thought process that goes through their minds. Nothing could be further from the truth, homeboy. He was furious. I mean, absolutely mad, man. So you know what he did? He like, forget that. We're gonna go to the low end and get a prostitute. So we're driving, right? He's furious because he want to basically feel that tonight. So we arrived to an area that we knew some prostitutes were frequenting. I see one. He see one. She was pregnant. He pulled over because he's desperate at this point. He's like, hey, we got some money for you. He leans into the car. She leans and starts talking to him in the car, right? And me, I start feeling bad for her. I'm like, dang, she out here, she's pregnant, she got on these skimpy clothes, and she basically trying to make money for herself. And I was like, man, what you doing out here? How did you get out here? She quickly discarded that conversation and started focusing on some other stuff. She was telling us how there was some police in a U-Haul across the street watching the block. But see, they was watching for drugs, not necessarily prostitution. He wanted me to be in the back seat while he's getting some fellatio in the front seat. She wasn't going for that. She's like, nah, man, he can wait on this corner. You pull over to the alleyway. So I'm like, hey man, drop me off at this bus stop. I'll pretend like I'm waiting on the bus. And keep in mind, it's like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. The last buses, they're running every 30 minutes. So it's not going to come for a while. And I knew that he would take 10 minutes tops. So me, I'm a young thug looking dude with a white t-shirt on, some jeans, white shoes, young, waiting on this bench for this bus. My friend pulled his vehicle in the alleyway and he started doing this thing, and I'm still waiting on the bus. It was really nobody out there, nobody passed. I didn't really see any police or nothing like that. And sure enough, like clockwork, 10 minutes later, he swing back around and pick me up. And that was it. It was funny. Sometimes he'll come over my house. I'll get in the car with him and he'll go and park in this parking lot at the row houses across the street. So we'll just be sitting in the car. He'll call the PL, throw me the phone, literally, and be like, get some females. I'm like, dude, really? Because he knew that I had a cool, personality. And the way he looked at it was, he didn't want to talk to these girls. He just wanted to get his, and he didn't feel like paying for it that night. So he figured that he was going to use my personality to try to get him. And my goofy self was like, hey, nice young lady, how you doing? Yeah, what's your name? And then I'll just completely forget that he wanted me to establish a hookup. Like, ask him, because he'll be prodding me. Ask him they gonna come out tonight. Ask him they come out tonight. And I'll just get on some PL stuff. I'll be like, yeah, man. Shit, you see that too? Man, Joe. I'll just get on a party line goofy tip. And he would get mad at me every time. So he come over to my house and he picks me up. And I see this light-skinned girl in the front seat. And him and her is going back and forth because he want to sleep with her, but she don't want to do it. So he like, hey, you ain't got no way home. I ain't going back out to Indiana. It's not happening. And she only had change. You feel me? I know it's adventurous coming to the inner city, but sometimes it's best for you not to come. Of course I had some change on me. I forgot how much she needed. She said all she needed to do was to get on the metro train and then get over there. All she needed to do was get on a train that took her to the state line, and then she could take a bus from there. All she needed was a couple of more dollars. And of course my friend wasn't going to give it to her. So me having the good heart that I do, or had, I gave it to her. And she was able to get home after that. He didn't talk to her never again. You see? Let me go ahead and read a part of my party line book that I wrote myself, that I'm getting ready to write. And I need, for all the people out there who's looking forward to this book, let me know if you want me to write it, because I don't know if it's good. Now keep in mind that this first chapter is not fully finished yet, but it's just to give you an idea. Alright, it's called Rules of the Party Line. Murder, mayhem, sex, racist, hood rats, hoodlums, gays, phone, all that, webcam, chat room, all that and more. Think I'm playing. Okay, the introduction is not finished. Let me get to it. Chapter 1, The Line. Get your ass off that phone, boy. A mother screams at her son as he hangs up the phone and jumps off the hot radiator with a pillow attached to his butt. He was using it to prevent it from burning. The 60-inch television they purchased from Sears as a discounted price of $1,000 last year was blocking his nefarious party line calling. Until now. Samuel heads to his room as his mom smacks him in the back of the head. His adrenaline pumps, but he feels bad about disobeying her orders to stay off the party line. So he goes to his trashy bedroom that smells like fried chicken mixed with fecal matter and lies on his bed. He plans to get back on the party line later that night when everyone in the house goes to sleep. After eating a bowl of rice-a-roni and a can of sardines for dinner, he takes a shower, put on his torn pajamas, and lies in the bed pretending to sleep. 12 a.m. arrives and everyone is asleep, and Samuel gets ready to fulfill his thirst to get back on the party line. He creeps back into the living room with his house fan so he can draw out the sound so his mother does not hear him on the phone. He has his pillow in his other hand to put on his radiator so his butt does not burn. I mentioned that earlier. I got to take that part out. He feels the ultimate happiness as he dials 773-913 really fast. He is desperate to call. A voice comes on the phone. 911, how may I help you? Oh, my bad. I was trying to dial 913 to call the party line. Oh, okay. Sorry. Click. He hangs up. Samuel starts hyperventilating because he knows he would get into more trouble if the police comes to his house. He calms down and slowly dials 773-913 and the rest of the numbers. The deep voice automated message pops on in queue. You've reached the Chicago hippopotamus. If you got some time to waste it here. There's no need to worry about roaming charges because this is a regular number. Anyone who has access to a computer or phone can call here. There are bad people as well as good people on here, so keep your information private. We are not held accountable for your actions. If you agree to these rules, press 9. He presses 9 to enter. For the main rooms, press 1. For personal messages, press 2. For the bulletin board, press 3. For the back rooms, press 4. For more party line related phone numbers, press 5. Samuel presses 1. You are entering room 1. There are 2 people in the room. Yeah, shorty, you sound like you look good. What's your name? The unknown voice says. Candy. Samuel deepens his voice and smiles and says, Carker, maniac. The male voice says over the phone. He continues, it's some freaking, for all the curse words that I say, I'm going to replace them with better words because of YouTube. It's some freaking weirdo on this line, man. Hey, shorty, press 75. Okay, she responds with the sweetest voice ever. There are 2 beeps in the room and Samuel presses 75 too. The system says wait for the requested party. Hey, you are now connected. Say hello. Shorty, you in here? The voice said. No, dude, it's me. Samuel screams while giggling. Gay ass dude, forget you. Click. There's a beep and Samuel gets jolted back into the main lobby. I guess booted. I could say booted. He presses 4 for the back rooms. You have reached the back rooms. If you want to bubble in the whirlpool, press 10. Samuel presses 10 and is greeted with a sloshing water sound. You are entering the whirlpool. There are 7 people in the room. There's an argument. Hey, honey, I would bang your mother. Man, shut the heck up, gay dude, and go suck some bleep. Let me suck yours, baby. Hecky no, dude. Man, I wish these gay dudes stopped calling the line. It wasn't like this back in the day. Samuel feels uncomfortable and presses 9 to go up 1 room. Because the ancient Kemet, the Africans were the dominant forces. Those are the Kemenites. Yeah, true. But yeah, black people were the original kings and queens. Not all of us was from Kemet. Some of us from the Nubian Empire, even Timbuktu. And also another thing, dude, did you know Beethoven was black? The conversation started overlapping. Hey, dude, in ancient Kemet they did. No, but Beethoven was black. Hey, dude, stop talking over me. Dude, I'm trying to say something, you keep talking over me. Like I said, you can't talk about none of this stuff unless you start talking about ancient Kemet, because that's where it all originated from, including the Moorish Empire and the Illuminati. A random voice comes over the phone when there's a brief pause. Balls. Samuel pressed 9 to go up another room. You are entering room 12. There is one person in the room. Samuel says, hello? Another voice, female, responds, hello? Hey, what's your name? Samuel asks. Shantae, what's yours? My name, Lil Wody from the low end. Lil Wody? Who be in the hundreds? Nah, Lil Wody from the low end. Oh, okay, where you from? I live in the 60s. Oh, okay, how old are you? I'm 15. You? I'm 16. Would you be my girlfriend? She paused. Sure. Thanks. Samuel gets a warm feeling in his heart. Static comes over the phone and stops. What the heck? Who is doing that? Samuel screams. Static comes in the phone and stops. Hello, the girl says. Static comes on the phone for 20 seconds and stops. Man, what the heck is going on? Samuel asks. The girl responds, they're blowing in the phone. Snap! Samuel exclaims. Static comes on the phone once again and then stop. Lame dudes, man. Go and get your 3, Samuel screams into the phone. Static comes on the phone again for 30 seconds non-stop. Then another sound of someone inhaling comes on the phone. Then the noise stops. My 3 numbers is 5543. Samuel desperately tries to pass the information to her. Static comes on the phone again. Girl, my 3 is 572. What's yours? Press 1 to get it. Static comes on the phone again. Keep in mind, the guy's blowing in the phone. The narrator comes on. Okay, so by this time they go to the private room. The narrator comes on. Wait for your requested party. You are now connected. Say hello. Samuel, in the most soothing and pimpish voice possible, says, hey girl, what's up? Do you want me? Static comes into the phone. Basically, the blower followed him to private. I gotta learn how to deliver that in a better way. So yeah, that's the party line in a nutshell, man. I just felt an innate desire to actually do this party line video, man. I'm gonna do more. I got like tons of stories. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. That's it.